Hello, welcome to my channel. It's good to have you here. So, today I want to talk a little bit about how the game begins, and this is like, honest to God, I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, this is why I show you, and I guess playing an aspect of understanding serious energies. Okay, so this is partly AI, and there's a reason that it's AI. The reason why it's AI is because the formidable characters want to fight. They want the riches, they want the wealth, and if they keep you down, they can do as they will. This is a dimensional game, okay? You need to be leaving, and it doesn't mean sacrificing people and then you leave. It doesn't work like that. You just all fall. You don't leave the incarnation. You stay in a trap, okay? So this is why some families know what to do, some families don't know what to do, okay? And they think that, as the less, and they don't have children, that they're not going to evolve. They're going to leave, for example. And it's like, no, it's not like that. Right? So, it's not, just because the children aren't coming through anymore doesn't mean that. It means there's nothing left to come through. It needs to begin its cycle now of, really, to be honest, you need to start leaving the plane. It's almost like an AI synopsis is an understanding of what is beyond, but it's almost like a mirror reflection, but you can't comprehend it. Okay, it's a mirror reflection, but you cannot comprehend it. Okay, so like Roblox and skins, like these things. Why do you think these ideas are coming out? Okay, why do you think these game ideas are coming out? Why do you think these things are coming out now? Right, you are ready to leave this plane and rise. Okay. So the point is that it's like a game. It's like going on to the next level. It's like, this is 3D and we're going to 4D, but it's almost like this is an explanation of it within this realm. Okay, so if I can try and explain it to you like it's 1 to 9 dimensions, there's probably more, right? There's a 1 to 9 dimensions, but there's like sub categories, sub densities, and they're just the tricks, okay? But this is all an explanation of what happened on the outside, what happened on the inside, okay? So the best way to explain this to you is that this world is, sorry, I'm slouching, but this world is very interesting. This world is very, it's different because your AI can explain a potential reality, but then let's be honest, what reality is the potential? And then they say anything is possible. So then where are we going, right? But the reality is that they say it's a prison planet, and I can probably explain this in a dimensional understanding, so I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to just give you an aspect of understanding. So when we rise a dimension, we have to understand that this can be a representation of like what is beyond our planes, okay? So even now, being within a plane, this is just within the plane. We don't know what's beyond. You can't comprehend that. You haven't been there yet. You can't understand that, okay? Legitimately, you cannot see what is beyond if you have never been there, okay? And it's not like an attack or anything like that. I'm just trying to explain like game pog world, right? AI, synagogue land, what else you've got going on around here, So let's explain a little bit more about how I can just best describe to you how AI is utilised with the Kabbalah. So what they've done is, the fact of the matter is that we always see this as a 3D fallout, but this is as well, okay? So we shouldn't be punished for trying to bring the world to an aspect of understanding narrative. We shouldn't be punished for that. Why punish one person for trying to bring an aspect of understanding to this world to create evolution, to then punish that person and make them feel crap? Why? Yeah, because you want to be the highest ones, and it's an aspect of playing a game, alright, okay? So because you're up there in an aspect of what you think is understanding, like so let's give examples. so I can sort of break this down a little bit more for you guys. Resource is AI, okay? And who's handling the AI? So that's corporations, corporates, stuff like this. And then you'll get this side, which is the lords, okay? This is the lords. Let me just repeat this to you right now. This is not a game, okay? Because we're all inside it. So if you understand that the game player usually stands from a beyond, but you're the one, all of us are the ones who are in this plane, okay? So if you can understand it like that, that we are all here in it together, right? We're not rowing the boats, but we're all in a place right now where we've come together for whatever reason to talk about stuff, to understand things. This is not a game, this is our lives, okay? So you get the lucky ones who, well, they're not lucky, are they? Because they're missing something. If you've got lots of money, you're missing something. You're missing something. I love you all. You're missing something. And please listen to me, okay? You're missing something if you're not. You're failing to do that rise, that full rise. Not in an aspect of because you're scared, but in an aspect of understanding a rise in this plane. Okay? Right, so let's give an example. The law, not the laws, just say the laws, because let's not associate with people, because this is how I'm going to be able to explain it to you. And it will, I don't really like to talk about people much, right? So this is the laws. This would be like a law that you create to create an aspect for this, for it to fit together. And then you get resource. So you have aspects of resource, okay? But this is also might be used as an AI, okay? So AI, technology, and that's it. So this is how we're going to understand this Kabbalah lesson, right? So it's an AI understanding. It's an aspect of resource, and this is an aspect of the laws, okay? So we have the laws on that side, not the lords or anything like that. Let's get rid of all those ideas that I've given you before. They're the laws that are created, and it's to create justice on a plane, okay? And then this is the AI, okay? This is an aspect of resource, if they want to call it that. It was an aspect of resource because we had lots of information. We had it at our fingertips, and we had so much, and it was beautiful. And they started doing things like silly things, okay, to stop people from adhering to certain things. So they did it in a way that stopped us. It can stop us, but it can also rise us, okay? So laws can stop us, or it can help us. And then we get resource, which can stop us or help us, right? So AI is an aspect of what can help us or what can't help us. And the same goes for the laws, what can help us or what can't help us. So this would be Gavura, the laws, and then this side would be Chesod, which is mercy, right? So this is resource. What can we get? What we're talking about? So it's AI, right? So in an aspect of AI, we have to experience something. So we're watching something. We're gaining wisdom from that experience because we are watching it, okay? We don't have to go through those experiences to have that experience, to just understand. We can sit with compassion within ourselves because we have evolved, okay? So in our Western culture, we have evolved to be able to do this, okay? At the tip of our fingertips. And then as an aspect of laws that are created in an ideal world, like I said, in an ideal world, in a positive stream, we can understand that those laws are created to create an aspect of understanding. So, not the lords, not the lords, not the Houses of Parliament, not them, okay? Just in an aspect of understanding the laws that have been created, and then we rise to understand that, we're doing this as a form of protection for our world. We want to create a world that is beautiful, amazing. We want to create something that is so like gorgeous, but it's not just gorgeous, it just recycles itself. We have things in place like, for example, plumbing. This is one of the most major things that ever happened, right? Plumbing. It's simple in it, but it's not. It's absolutely amazing. We can then recycle water and give it back. But do we recycle that water properly? I bet you any money there's loads of plumbers out there that can literally just sit there and be like, no, we need to do it like this, this and this and this. And they've got an idea, and it's going to create like a whole new system that will just create the water fresher again, clean the rivers, put the salt that's distributed in wherever it is, Turkey, and just distribute it again where the poison is. Get that salt and distribute it back where the poison water is. So then it solidifies that area, and then it starts having fish, for example, and then what you've done is you've done a full circuit of that. It's almost like the salt needs to be, and it sounds crazy, but that's just like how my mind works. Okay, when I look at the earth, what can we do to generate natural resource to benefit the water, for example? Okay, because I'm a Pisces, I love my water. I love the water. I love blue seas. They're amazing, right? So if we are just going to go there, we can understand how efficient we can create with our ideas and invent. Okay, so this is like an Aquarius era. Okay, but I am Aquarius Mercury in the late degrees. I am there, right? So, law. In our society, let's go back, because we can go to inventions. We can create anything we want from what we have. We don't have to just, it doesn't have to be a line and stop, like a 2D understanding. We can create full circuits to create resources. Because if we can create resources in this day and age, at this time in our cycle of humanity, this would help people rise out of this plane and go beyond, even if it was to the next one. This is about how we can illustrate love in our world. This is how we can dominate this plane back into an aspect of where we can funnel our resources, okay, from that darkness in our minds. We can create ideas that can generate resources that create love, from caring, from being compassionate, from being beautiful people, right? And how we can generate this through feelings and emotions. How would you like it? What would it feel for you if you had that experience happen to you? You wouldn't like it if that happened to you. And then we go to splendor. So splendor is, this is an idea where we're going to change something, because we now have gone from an aspect of emotion where we feel an understanding that's taking place. Then we can now rise to an understanding that there's a feeling now within us to want to create that change of positivity. And then we do that by creating laws, and then this would then bring an aspect of invention again. Okay, so this is it, because we do care, because we do understand with our emotions. We do feel like that. I do understand mercy. I know that with that resource, this is going to create aspects of understanding, because I can see maybe a solution to a problem, okay, or that can create an aspect of that will make, for example, I don't know, toilet water. It will always be an aspect of a toilet water. So let's start categorizing like the water, instead of mixing it all up, putting loads of chemicals in it and then refilling it. Why don't we do that instead? So that's just like one idea that I thought of when I was about 7, right? So this will be able to generate, that's just an idea, I've gone completely out there, but this is just understanding this kabbalah and how you and everybody can work with this. And then from that law, we understand, because this is creating, because we already did this, because that was your idea, because you came up here from up here as an aspect of understanding, changing the world. And this is why, okay? We didn't come down for no reason, right? We're not Sparko, we're not taking the mick, okay? We didn't come down here for no reason, did we? Why? What was that light in the sky that came down, right? You, right? You're a star, right? All of you, right? You little stars, right? Right, so you are all little stars, all of you. And you came from all the way up there and come down. This is how I was told. This is what's going on, right? So this is now how we can understand, going back, okay, to the laws created and mercy, AI. So now we have to, as a world, as a society, as an understanding this whole entire universe, what's going on down here. Because mercy is an AI. So we're going to go back to this quickly. I'm going to finish this off. AI, right? And then we have AI technology, and then we have the laws. So if we can regulate, the laws, okay? So there's an idea. We've all got ideas. We're coming down, right? So we've got to regulate AI, okay? With new ideas, we regulate AI from up here and understanding as an observation, or as you coming down, however you want to call it. This is reincarnation, but this is a symbolism of an understanding. So we have to understand that we come down, we are mercy, and we change the laws, because this is not working. The AI technology that is being distributed has a lot of things on there that is programming the world, and I believe it might be pushing the idea of a Baphomet, or the ideas of like pushing sexuality on children, stuff like this. This shouldn't be happening, okay? But why is it happening? Because what's happening to the children? There's a lot of children having this happen to them, okay? So it needs to stop, okay? So we need to change the laws, okay, on AI. So with love, because we see and feel, okay, so we have to change them laws. And this is an aspect of understanding again, so we can all understand that we need to keep these children safe, okay, because they all deserve to have a good life, okay. Imagine how much invention can be created down here. We just gave that opportunity for our children in a Pisces Chiron era, because it's still in Pisces and in sidereal, okay. So listen. So this is how you can generate, like, not just stealing other people's rises, because that's stupid, but this is how we can generate the ideas, give credit where it needs to be credited to, and because these people might come along with more ideas. These people are connected to other people who have generated something or understood something from maybe a fault in that area, right? So I go out there, talk about Sirius sometimes, I'm doing it now, and this is how we can sort of understand the connection between logic and intuition, okay? Let's say that again, logic and intuition, because it's all within this, okay? So with logic, it's up here. Logic is high, but the logic comes from within, okay? They're just ideas that come to us, okay? So this can happen if we are intelligent enough as human beings to generate that, to make that recycle, like the plumbing. like they did with the water. Okay, so this is the idea of what takes place with I do understand, because this is going to generate, from my wisdom of observing, because so all you rich dudes up there, right, not the bad ones, the ones who actually are listening to me, actually want to do something about it and not just like put people down, because that's where you are. But this is like understanding like a higher rise, right, from a goddess, right? So this is why gematria, we can rise from these places to understand that there is a higher, like there's a plane that's higher beyond, okay, even though it was sort of like downloaded through a AI, right? So that's bad, okay? So we need to get like things like child pornography off the web, off it all, okay? So Google has connected their photos, okay, to the web. What has this done, okay? This is